Hello and welcome to the loser bracket game of the International Qualifiers West Group B. One of these two teams is going to be having their hopes and dreams shattered because they can't go through the qualifier to go to TI3, and one of these two teams has got another chance in the loser bracket finals up against Mouse Sports later today. I will not be casting this match by myself for the first time. Rime, welcome.
Yeah, hello.
Hello. So, have you casted before?
I did some practice. I did some casts with Come With Me. I remember ages ago, for the international group stages, which was quite cool.
Okay, that sounds fun.
5 seconds.
It was
remaining.
we just watched LGG stomping people, so it wasn't really that interesting.
Well, what do you expect for this team? These teams rather. Is someone gonna be stomping someone?
iCCup probably gonna go with some kind of Panda or something. Or they're gonna stick Mag on offlane because his profit is ridiculous. Clockwork most likely going to be on the offlane for them. Wagamon was probably playing that. They don't usually run it as support. Selector's going to play mid Magnus. Fairly standard bans from Qpanda.
Yeah, for once we actually see the Shadow Demon making it through.
Shadow Demon's been going hasn't been being picked up that early. Either he's going to be picked now or he's not going to be picked that much. He's going to be picked as either 4th pick for Qpanda or he's going to be banned out by iCCup.
I've seen him yesterday. It was first ban material in a lot of games, but it might be Asian Dota, and they have different priorities at the moment. So there's still the Shadow Demon, and that is actually something that Qpanda, of course, are known for doing. Shadow Demon Kunkka. They haven't done that this entire qualifier yet, I think.
Shadow Demon Kunkka is fairly decent with Magnus because Magnus, obviously, the RP synergizes very, very well with the Torrent ship combo, but it's really, really hard to land. And if either your Magnus or your Kunkka doesn't have very much farm, it's very, very ineffectual. But Resolution's actually going to be playing Puck this game, and I've never ever seen his Puck. I don't know how good it is. He's usually always playing Magnus or Panda, or some other bottle ferrying mid, so it's going to be quite good.
Puck versus Magnus, regardless of resolution skill, should be at least quite decent for the Puck itself. In terms of bans, iCCup banning out a lot of carries, realizing that Qpanda is missing one of those, as Qpanda is probably going to be banning out a lot of supports, as they don't really have any yet, apart from maybe the Gyrocopter, if they want to do that, but I don't think iCCup really does that.
Yeah, the reason they ban out the anti-mage is because Nature's Prophet and Puck have real issues actually killing him at all without a really fast Hex or an Orchid or something. And even by that time, if you're focusing that much on anti-mage, there's a Magnus and a Clockwork that are going to completely destroy your supports. And Gyro can't face anti-mage late game, he's one of the few heroes that Gyro can't face. Jakiro banned from Qpanda.
And a Skywrath Mage.
He makes a very odd sound when he's banned. Does he cry? I think he does.
It sounded like he cries, yes.
Yeah, Skywrath is one of those heroes that you just never want to play against mid as Puck, because even if you can phase shift that, he can just silence you before the Q hits, and then he can force you out of lane very, very easily. And
of course he's got a great synergy with and Clockwork and the Shadow Demon, and the Magnus also.
If you can do it fast enough, you can just press silence out of the disruption and then press ulti, and then Puck isn't going to do very well.
Yep. And there is a Gen ban out, so iCCup maybe... Well, Qpand's still expecting them a chance
I'd probably see a Leshrac pick out from iCCup right now. Leshrac wouldn't be surprising. They really, really like their Leshrac and Gyro.
They do need something to help set up with the stun, though. They're still Bane in the pool if they want to try to go for that. Bane, of course, Bane Leshrac works out.
Bane and Leshrac are the ideal supports for them right now.
Yeah,
oh, Visage. Are they going for the Visage?
He says Visage when he comes out, you know that?
Yeah, I know. I pronounce it that way. I've always said it that way.
Okay.
And Nyx Assassin's been making it through the second phase of bans a lot recently.
Like the entire qualifiers, he's been a bit of underlighted or just a bit, forgotten.
Well, because if you think about it, Kotl's always being first banned out now, and the reason people pick Nyx quite a lot is because he completely destroyed Kotl tri-lanes with his Carapace.
Yeah.
And he's actually not that much of a strong laner, because he's melee, he doesn't have very high damage. He's not that tanky without the Carapace. So if you can just catch him unawares or slow him, you can easily kill him with a Gyro or Visage or something. So I think this is going to be more a roaming combination. They're going to have to roam on the Puck, which is quite difficult.
Well, we have got, for Qpanda, of course, and Nyx Assassin and Shadow Demon, I have to say the combination between the two, they don't really have any amazing kind of sort of synergy, apart from the Soul Catcher, I guess, when the Shadow Demon has that after his disruption, but a very defensive tri-lane, it looks to me, if they're going to be going for that.
Yeah, I'd expect a defensive tri-lane coming out of Qpanda. It's what they usually do. They don't usually go aggressive. They usually favour the more roaming supports. So
Well, let's see what iCCup wants to pick up, because they are kind of lacking disables right now. Have got, of course, a Dream Coil, which is okay-ish. Homing Missile.
I really
okay-ish
still want to see
sprout.
Electrack simply because... Oh, Ogre. Okay, never mind.
Ooh, we have seen this often from No Tidehunter, Alliance, with the Ogre Magi skilling his Bloodlust first.
But they usually do it with a... I think
With
the
a bear.
really powerful strat they did was with they did a tree Ogre Electrack aggressive trialing, which would just destroy your tower if they got 2 kills. And then they'd get either Armlet on Bear, and they just go with Empower and Ogre Magi Bloodlust.
Yeah.
And the Bear, even with just Armlet, could 4-shot towers. It's obscene. But
Yeah.
in this
10
case, I think it's more just
seconds
powering up that gyro and getting him so he can just slay everything.
I think so too. Of
5
course, it makes him
seconds
more effective
remaining.
while having his flat cannon up, so able to destroy more enemies. As we're gonna be seeing the last hero from Qpanda so far, I have to say, like, I was kind of expecting maybe still a Kunkka or something like that, but they only have 1 range so far, so that is gonna be making it a bit more tough with having a flat cannon and with having a lot of slows and sprouts and, you know, just blocks overall. So I'm kind of curious what kind of carry they are thinking about here in this last pick. What are you
I have no idea
expecting?
what's gonna be. Okay, they got Shadow Demon next, so you're probably looking for some kind of rage carry. Maybe a Luna or something, but Luna's not very strong versus split pushes. Lone Druid. He's kinda, I didn't think he'd make it through as well. I hadn't seen Sing play Lone Druid. This should be interesting.
I think he played it once lately.
They
I seem
could.
to remember,
I
but
think they might put Lone Druid solo bot and then do a Clockwork top and have roaming supports, and occasionally rotate up to challenge the Gyro's farm, which would be ideal.
yeah, they kind of have to do that though, to indeed make sure that Gyrocopter gets delayed enough to make sure that Lone Druid gets enough time to get himself farmed up.
Yeah, once Lone Druid gets Armlet and Mag gets level 11, I think we'll see quite a lot of teamfight coming out of Qpanda. But before then, they're going to have to rely on the Shadow Demon and Nyx to make plays.
Yep. I remembered that I still had to do my camera speeds, but now sorted. Cool. So let's see who is going to be playing what. We have got for iCCup Jackal on the Gyro, Regis Zik playing the Visage. It is going to be Resolution on his Puck, Always Want to Fly, Ogre, Magi, and Mag indeed on his famed or feared Nature's Prophet. He actually already got pulled a Tango.
Select's going with the Magnus mid, Qpanda. Qpanda are running the aggressive trialing with the Clockwork and the 2 supports. Sing's going solo bot against Mag, which is actually one of his favourite lanes. What he always seems to do is he always seems to win on CS early, and then he gets completely shut down very quickly by the Lone Druid by level 5. But hopefully he should rotate and get a kill before that. So that's what they hope to get at bot lane. I don't know why Select goes bottle first mid. It doesn't seem really good at all. It means you can't challenge Puck for CS. And Puck, as you can see, has already been pulled with a Null Talisman. He's got a Tango pull to him. So he can completely dominate Magnus in the last hits. He can force Magnus almost entirely out of lane.
And we've all seen how Select has issues. If he gets behind in that mid lane, he has a tough time coming back, from what I feel like. He feels like he is insecure about when to actually jump in for his RPs.
You can even see they've got one of the Smeagol couriers, so they've got the courier ready right behind his tier 1. So he's already prepared just to completely abuse this bottle. Like he's
The battle begins.
Well, I think you'll need it to try and get some core items up, because otherwise, when I say core items, I actually hope just a Tango or sorry, a branch rather.
I think the optimal build against the Puck or something is just to give him 3 branches and then maybe pull him a Tango if you really want him to do well, and then he gets the bottle by the end by getting just 2 creeps.
Yeah,
and
with the
time,
shockwave.
and then he has an easy lane.
His
Because
block
Magnus
is,
should be able to he's got a really nice block, so he should be able to get maybe at least 2 CS in this wave without being denied.
Well, there's one missed. Sorry, that's so mean if you're focusing on just one
rotation,
alone.
smoke rotation from Qpanda.
Let's see if they can get something done with that minion Jarix.
You shall not.
There's no impale yet upon mini. Jarix is gonna be coming first with the disruption. Also, no things skilled yet for the Puck, and he'll be able to orb himself out. Impale still gonna hit, and there goes the orb, and Resolution is gonna be just fine. Exactly.
If he gets the orb buff, you cannot kill him.
Yeah, I like that he didn't skill anything yet until he realized what he was up against. And he's gonna be happy that he did that as well. He still, of course, has a phase shift now.
Yeah, there was no reason for him to level anything else than Illusory Orb anyway, because the only reason you level phase shift against Magnus is to dodge the shockwaves. So even if he went shockwave level 1, they wouldn't have been able to kill Puck anyway. So.
Yeah, and he, of course, Select himself now actually got shockwave because he got level 1 score to try and get that kill.
I'd be surprised if they let Wagamama pull these creeps without interfering with at least one support.
Hey, is the clockwork coloring for you weird too?
Seems fine.
These all
Red.
purple is in red and rusted.
No, it's completely fine for me.
Okay, feels like he's rusty. Well, in the meantime, Singh is having a jolly old good time because he's been left alone. Mag has actually rotated into that jungle. And Singh...
I think Qpanda realised that they wouldn't be able to do anything top to contest the Visage tri-lane, so they've just gone and moved the support spot.
Yeah, it's so tough to contest any kind of lane, no matter where, when there's a Visage there. I mean, there's just too much nuke damage coming out. If you try to initiate, you're gonna have a counter initiation on your head that is just too powerful to deal with. And, yeah.
Resolution's really, really happy about this rune. He hasn't got his bottle yet, but it means he can... Yeah, he's forced Select out. And Select has to wait for his bottle to come on the walking courier all the way from base.
Ooh, that's actually quite painful that it's still walking. Jerax could actually upgrade it if he really wanted to. Sing is actually taking refuge in the jungle now, leaving on the bottom lane a bit to Mini. Mini
I
wanting
think
some
they're
levels.
giving Mini a fast level 3. So he can go around with level 2 stun and the Carapace.
Yeah, maybe even fast level 6, because right now, I mean, if you look at this late game, it's gonna be all about seeing how fast Jekyll is, because Jekyll is gonna be ready to join fights faster probably than Sing is. So they're gonna have to find a way to hold him off a bit. So maybe having that RP and as well as the Vendetta will be enough for that, but they need that Vendetta to be there as well, otherwise iCCup is gonna be able to hold them off enough.
With the amount of pulls in the pulls Wagamama's doing with the big camp, it seems that he's actually managed to disrupt Gyro's farm quite a lot. Like, Gyro should be sitting on about 24 CS right now if he'd been CSing perfectly. So he seems to be quite far behind actually. Yeah, Sing's leading him by 5 already.
Yeah, Sing is having last hits in the jungle though.
Yeah, but he's been farming big camp and one small camp. Like, he's farming Ursus right now, so it averages out to be a bit more than lane creeps right now. So he's quite a bit ahead.
Yeah, in terms of net worth though, it is Puck that is doing best. Resolution sitting on 14 for 7, Select 9 for 3. He has got his bottle back again though, but will be forced to send it back once more. Now Resolution has a bottle as well, so we'll try to see if he can get the 4-minute rune, which he should be able to get.
He's got 2 nukes, and he can push it out quite easily.
Yep.
It's only when Magnus hits level 5 that he can really outpush a Puck.
Well, no kills yet on the board. If you were to guess first blood, who, where gets it?
Probably Magnus mid with a rotation, or Wagamama messes up and dies. I think.
And you would think Magnus mid, you would think Magnus the one to die, or Puck the one to die?
I think Magnus would be the one to die. Like, if they just buy smoke on Ogre and they just go around with Ogre and Visage, and they have nothing TPing in.
Well, Select actually skewered Puck in that double damage rune, and he is gonna be going down. No hope for him. Mag could TP in to take the last hit if he wanted to.
That was a misplay by Select. He should never have gone for that rune.
No, that was a bit awkward. Mag takes the gold.
Yeah, this is going to speed up Mag's farm ridiculously. He's going to have 6 to 7 minute Midas when jungle start.
Yeah, he is going to be really happy with that. Of course, I mean, his last hits are okay because he was all so far from the small camp, but he was really shut down with that first blood money. All of a sudden, he is already back on the board and is doing way better than Wagamama was.
I think they're investing so much farm into this Nyx. I think they're just relying on his level 6, and they're going to try and get maybe a Midas on the road. I think he's saving quite a lot of gold. So I think they're just going to try and go for a very, very strong mid game with Nyx, because the Shadow Demon's just been working off pulls and jungle. So
I think it's a good choice. We've all seen Mini's Nyx, and we know that he can make a difference in terms of just ganks and mobility.
Because right now Nyx is out farming Gyro by 20 GPM. So
that is actually quite impressive. Yeah, 1500 gold. Maybe he actually, well, he didn't pick up boots just yet. Kind of thinking maybe even a blink dagger first, just to go really all out aggressive.
Because you can't gank this Nyx either, so that bot lane's going to be complete free farm until Nyx decides to stop and then go around. He's going to get level 6 in the next few seconds, in the next wave, so he should be looking either towards Mag or towards Puck. Puck's very, very easy to kill with the Nyx if you get the stuns off correctly.
Yeah, if you don't let him get that phase shift off. Or the orb, or either. Or wait until it either.
I don't know how, but Wagamama's managed to get level 5. He's already level 5 in 6 minutes as a solo offlane clock.
Well,
this is... I think just by pulling the big camp and it not being contested well enough, he's just managed to get so much XP.
Pretty solid. We're gonna see Mini using his first Vendetta. He's gonna be Not able to do anything with it though. I don't think that Resolution actually knows, but
Yeah,
is
he's just going back to Bottle Crow.
Yeah.
Really unfortunate timing for Mini.
Yep.
He's completely wasted his first vendetta. Now he has to wander around for 40 seconds with a smoke.
Yep. And that
Select's
is going to be a rotation also with the smoke. Always want to fly. We just did coming mid, looking for Select. He's already used his invis, so can't use that as an escape anymore. Does have his RP though. If he's on the ball, we might see a return kill, return RP. If he's been given a chance. I mean, there's not that much disable up on iCCup. They need that silence from Resolution to be there to help out.
I think if Select RP's here, even if he gets ganked, it's going to be a complete waste. He's going to die without it doing anything. Like, no support can come to him fast enough.
Ooh,
yeah, he's dead
Select,
already.
better run. Run. Here comes the stun. That is one. Grave still there as well. Skewer's still there, helping out. Here comes Jerax with the disruption. Gonna be able to keep him up. There's an RP up on Always Wanna Fly, or actually no, he got silenced. There's the RP, hits on two, but he still goes down. Here comes Mini though, gonna be going for the Resolution. Oh, I was gonna say, just don't let him die, don't let him live. Double kill for Mini.
That was really nice.
Yeah, the hook shot in
Very
from
nice
Wagamama, and they are gonna be getting 3 kills out of that one. And that is gonna be a worthy trade, because getting the puck there, pretty big, pretty big.
Yeah, I think once they realized that they had to use Dream Call and dive the tier 1 for kills, I think that's the point where you have to decide that you just can't go anymore. Sing's got Midas up on Bear, and they should get this tier 1 tower with the catapult pushing.
Yeah, well, here comes the TP already from Puck. Gonna try to defend it. Always want to fly here as well. There is a Dream Curl up. Nice spike Carapace, but the Bear still bashing on that tower. Gonna be able to take it as well. And the TPs are gonna come too late. The rest of Qpad running away. And nobody else is gonna be getting hurt here on the side of Qpad. Nice counter gank. Taking a tower on top of that. Pretty big win for them overall, I think.
I really like this actually. Getting that farm on Nyx and sending the Lone Druid to jungle, just getting the most out of that bot lane and jungle as you can. Like, Lone Druid gets far more out of the jungle than Nyx could ever possibly get. So just maximizing this farm is really good by Qpad.
Yeah, and on top of that, I mean, if we look at the net worth, there is actually, and we look at the bottom half actually, there's 2, of course, hard supports up on iCCup, and they're really poor, and there's only one of those on Qpad, purely because of what you just said, that rotation in the jungle. Shadow Demon, the only one for Qpad that is really low on the gold. But has also been, of course, well, I was gonna say warding, but there is only one ward up, 2 actually, bottom lane as well, but not as many.
I think Qpad is still being fairly heavily outfarmed by Gyro and Mag on its Prophet. As you can see by the gold graph, they've got 1 tower, but they're still only 200 to 300 gold ahead. So, I think this Midas and the early kill for Mag has really accelerated his farm.
Yeah, and they're gonna be trying to go for this cooldown coming down, gonna be going for Wagamama. Spike Carapace helping out, Always Wanna Fly, might be in a lot of trouble, taking a lot of damage, but will be able to survive. Wagamama able to hookshot off, but here comes the Puck, able to get the kill. Dream Coil up on Mini right now, should be able to stay alive, has got another Impale, only hits Jackal with that. Jackal gonna be able to survive, and hello, we just dig. That is the soul assumption that I was talking about, the big nuke.
That phase shift was ridiculous.
Touching the stun.
He would have died.
Dodge the stun, only having the stun up on Jackal. Jackal actually TP'd out, he now got 2 assists. Because with the rotation middle, of course, I mean, we had basically, earlier on, we had everybody of Qpad there. Well, there was only 4 for my iCCup, because what you just said, I mean, Jackal was just able to farm in that time. Getting himself that farm, but in the meantime, Sing also farming bottom. What? Sorry?
Jackal's got Phase Aquila. He's actually not very farmed at all. He's only got 280 GPM right now. I think the top lane has just been so focused on rotating supports and leaving Jaro alone that he's been having to contest farm with the clockwork. So he's not had a very good time at all.
Gonna be stealing some farm from Mag here, by the looks of it. The jungle on its way back towards the top lane. Select in the meantime also taking Sanctuary in the jungle. Nobody really farming on the lane anymore, like on maybe Resolution a bit, but that's the only one. iCCup Mag. Also back on the bottom lane.
I think still farming this away for Qpad is not the best way. They have to do something to take some towers. I think they're waiting for Omelette on Sing, or the next item he's got on his back. And then they're going to have to push down towers to get a quick gold lead to stop this Gyro from just simply farming away. Because this Gyro is going to be really difficult to deal with. Even with his farm currently, it's going to accelerate a lot.
Yeah, he's going to be a high priority target for that RP of Select. Select though, you couldn't see he was going solo mid-roll. He is lowest of the farm of his team for the people that actually tried to get farm. Even lower than the Mini, who started farming very late. Nice silence from Resolution. Whoa, that is gonna be 1 down. Mini trying to do what he can. Resolution actually might be going down here. 1 more hit needed. Stick charges helping out. Here comes the stun. Mini gonna be going down from that ignite most likely. One more tick and he will indeed go down. His resolution at least still got dropped down by Wagamama, but that for one trade, that might not be entirely worth it.
Resolution for the farming Nyx and the Magnus is quite worth it. For
the Magnus also? For
yeah,
iCCup you mean?
Yeah, it's worth it for iCCup.
Yeah. That's what I meant.
Okay, cool.
We are on the same
Max is
page.
farming away. He should have Shallow Blade 14 to 15 minutes at his farm rate right now. He's already got his Claymore going.
Who, Gyro already has the Claymore, guess?
No, Mag.
Oh, Mag. I was gonna say, like, what? He farmed fast in that period of time. But yeah, Mag is doing really well. I mean, he has been involved in all 7 kills so far. He's not died yet. I mean, I guess that's easy to do if there's only 4 kills on Qpad. But yeah, he's been having a really good time. And I picked up the regen rune, gonna be happy with that as well. And I'm actually curious to see when iCCup is thinking, you know what, we are gonna be going to push. Or going to, or do you think they're just gonna try to split push the entire game?
I think iCCup are just planning on split pushing and forcing Qpad into making mistakes, but right now they're just trying to get as much done as possible while Puck's strongest. And as soon as Puck gets Blink Dagger, they're going to try and do something. And they might try and 5-man with the Ogre and Visage, but they don't have to.
Yeah, we already see also iCCup. Oh, there they go. Knowing what's going on with Qpad, with sending Mini out to try and get kills, so they have the center wards at the ready. Already dodged one earlier from resolution in mid, but also one now on the bottom lane just in case. There's only Sing there though, and they're gonna try to gank him, and they should be able to do that as well. And yeah, there's no hope for him. Dream Coil, stun, and that is gonna be the Grave Chill helping out, and Sing no hope of survival.
Strange time to hibernate.
They're probably going to leave Puck down to farm his Blink here. Oh no, they're going to go back. He's going to go back mid.
Yeah, and the creep
Mini and Jerax are rotating him, but they've been seen by a ward.
Yeah,
Mag's already backed up.
Gonna be seen by Treants as well. We haven't seen an RP just yet, apart from the one in mid that happened, of course, in that mid fight. But other than that, he hasn't really gone out of his way to try and get an RP going for him or his team. Mainly
Select just hasn't got anything out of this mid lane. He's
Nope.
got no Blink. He's got 800 gold towards it at 13 minutes. A normal Blink timing you'd see is between 12 and 15 minutes, provided like Mag is doing like fairly decently and he's got some decent farm, but he's been completely shut down.
Yeah, and normally when you would say something like that, I would say like, you know, at least he got levels, but also that's not the case. Puck is level 11 and Select is level 8.
He's only a level higher than the supports of iCCup.
Yeah, and the same level as his own support, so it's really not going too well for Select here in this mid lane. Even though he still tries to go for that Blink Dagger, of course. I mean, the thing about a Magnus is, the later the game goes, at some point a 5-man RP can still take the game for you. If they manage to get it off. But right now it is far away for him to actually be able to have that big of an impression on the game. As iCCup is just continuing their farm and is also taking over the jungle. Jackal still happily farming top. He's got 2200 gold right now. And Wagamama also not really able to make something happen on the map. What do you think? Because right now I feel like Qpad are behind, even though the gold graph has shown them quite even. And the experience graph slightly in favor of iCCup, which is only 1500, considering there's 4 kills difference, is not that much actually. But I feel like this is in iCCup's hands right now.
Yeah, basically what's happening here is you've got one Midas in the team. Mag's got the Midas for iCCup, and Singer's got the Midas for Qpanda. And what has to happen here is they have to do something as soon as Sing gets his armor on bed. And right now it's getting to the point where Puck's going to have his Blink Dagger, Mag's going to have his Shadow Blade, and there's going to be items on these supports soon enough, like they're getting the wall coverage ready. Like, they're just not going to get caught out, so you can't push. And Jackal's got his drum up, so he's fairly tanky now. He should either head for BKB or Helm with the Dominator, and once he gets that, he's just not going to die.
So they can't do anything?
Yeah, basically, they need to make something happen fairly soon. And with the farm advantage already being towards iCCup, it's just going to get harder and harder.
Trying to outsmart iCCup, and of course also expecting that iCCup knows what Qpad want to do, so that they can get around that. Like the wards, for example, as we just saw Wagamama already placing a ward, which is great, helping Mini to be able to get it safely towards the top lane with his Vendetta up, but you know, he's not going to be able to find anybody because
there's no one, because they're all taking ancient stacks.
They're all taking ancient stacks, exactly. But that is the kind of thing that they should be doing. Just make sure they counter any form of iCCup countering Qpad. And I know that's like a vicious circle, of course. I mean, that's what it's always about. But it is the thing that they should be doing, and it is actually iCCup that's gonna be going for the aggression here. They have smoked up. They are also taking Jackal with them, even though he doesn't really have any big items just yet. Pick themselves up the drums.
They might find Sing. Yeah. They're gonna see the bear, and they're probably gonna go on the tier 1 knowing that Select's there.
Yeah. Oh, the blink is there, and it's gonna be finding Sting right there. Silence, Dream Coil is all there. Cooldown coming down as well. There is no hope for him. He'll be dropped down, but here comes Qpanda, seeing if they can get something done in return. Jarek's gonna be having to walk away on very low HP. Wagamama gonna be stunned, gonna be nuked, gonna be disrupted to try and save his life. It is gonna be going down regardless. Resolution able to do that one, and that is 2 kills going away with iCCup, 1 smoke. And they are going to be able to take their first tower of the game, or should be able to if they really wanted to, which I would expect them to.
I think Resolution messed up a bit there. He saw that SD was getting away with low HP, and he could have just blinked and hit the SD because he didn't have disruption up. And SD would have died, and they would have been able to kill the Clockwork as well. But I think he just went for the safer option and not diving the tier 2, but he was completely fine even if he chose to do so.
And in the meantime, the first tower did actually went down, not in the mid as I was expecting, but it was Mag pushing on the bottom lane. He wasn't there for the kills. He actually now has got 1 kill on the board that he wasn't involved in, so boohoo for him. But he was able to take down a tower, which is of course just as good. He has his Shadow Blade ready as well, and 1300 gold on top of that, so he is doing really well. As iCCup is overall just doing really well, and is now pulling ahead very fast.
This is the point where Mag becomes a real big issue. He's got his Shadow Blade up, which means they're going to have detection every single time they go on him, with Nyx and SD. And that means there's going to be quite a lot of gold being spent by them. So it becomes much more difficult to control him. And you can move him around the map much more easily.
Now look at the tower already down to half HP, courtesy of the familiars from Zik. And Qpanda gonna be jumping in, gonna be RPing, gonna be up on 2. Can they do something? Cooldown coming down as well though. It is gonna be the gyro that still goes out as the first one. Always wanna fly, gonna get dropped. Resolution, 1 more hit needed. The tower will take on that responsibility and do that job as Mini still goes down. Zik with the soul assumption able to get that one done. And with the grave chill able to run himself out fast. And it's gonna be Nature's Prophet Mag that still goes down. Nice. Cogs helping out for that as well, and that is actually 4 dead on the side of iCCup, something that Qpanda desperately needed, even though the RP was only up on 2. Just a follow-up Chaos that followed on top of that, and of course Jackal going down really fast at the start of the fight helped them still get that fight together in the end.
And what came out of this is Sing's got his armlet now, or he's got gold for it now, and they've got the gem off the puck, or they should have.
Yeah, I saw it dropping. Maybe they destroyed it.
No, they've got it on Clockwork, so as long as he doesn't die, they have a really easy de-wooding tool, which makes it quite hard for iCCup to move around effectively to stop pushes. Basically what happened in that fight is Select caught them out with a Blink Dagger. They didn't see the Blink Dagger on him, so as soon as he got it, he just went and got off 2-man RP. And then iCCup engaged very badly on it. They forced Puck so that he couldn't get out once he went in, and then he got Nick stunned and mana burned and he died. And then everyone else died with him really.
Yeah.
Jackal's going, he's going to stack Ancients now and summon the Dominator, which gives his support some more time. So, I think now it's just a waiting game for iCCup.
Yeah, who do you think should make the first move? Is it Qpanda still? That you try to push
I
the
think Qpanda is just going to get this armlet with, they're going to get the armlet on Bear, and they're just going to go push a lane.
Yeah, top lane, of course, the only tier 1 tower that's still standing on the side of iCCup. The towers are 1 tower difference because there's only 1 tower down on the side of Qpanda.
There's a Blink Dagger on Mini now, so he should be able to move around a lot more easily in fights and make sure he can stun Jackal and stop his DPS.
Yeah, and he's actually the one that got the gem handed over to him by Wagamama, so that Wagamama had some more inventory space for himself. Has himself a dust, has got the mechanism completed for his team as well, so it is going to be team fights that Qpanda is going to be able to win. Looking for a hookshot, can't find it on Resolution. Resolution already up to 1800 gold after having his Blink Dagger ready.
I want to see what Mag's going for. At the moment he's only got Shreds and the Shadow Blade. I'd say you should go for Hex now just to control that Magnus or the Orchid. The Magnus is basically the only thing that's going to stop iCCup from winning T-fights.
Yeah, Orchid would be a nice choice, or just any semi-carry kind of item, just so that it doesn't all rest on the shoulders of Jackal. And Jackal is going to get ganked here a bit. Mini, can he actually do this? He can actually. Demonic Purge helping out. Jackal gonna be going down. The cooldown still getting launched, but to no avail. Nice pick off by Qpanda.
Very nice. Again, it's just the Blink Dagger being purchased. They didn't know the Mini had a Blink Dagger. So they knew, like, Select wasn't able to do it, but Mini just came in with the stun and Jackal wasn't ready.
Element of surprise once more. Gonna be going for the tier 1 tower indeed. With indeed the armlet on the bear being ready. And the jump in from Resolution. Silence is there. Dream Coil as well. Can they have a follow-up is the question. Always want to fly, gonna get disrupted, so he can't follow up. Resolution gonna get entangled. There's a nice RP. It's on 2. That's 3 dead. It's iCCup that is losing the tower, losing their lives. 3 versus 5 fighting is not really where you want to be going. Jackal, of course, wasn't there because he already died. It was Mag that was split pushing bottom, and they still went in.
Basically, they're fighting without any of their damage sources. Like,
yeah.
Mag wasn't available to hit people and Jackal wasn't there.
Oh, and they paid for that.
Mag might die here. Nah, they don't have Purge up on Shadow Demon. He's gonna be fine.
Radiant's middle tower.
And they do, of course, have the gem, so the Shadow Blade is not gonna be able to hide him. But
very nice. He's sent out trees to disable Mini's Blink Dagger, so we can't chase.
a nice job of still killing also the top tier 2 tower from Qpanda, making sure they got the best out of that fight on top, getting 3 kills and 2 towers on top of that. And we're gonna see the gold graph going back up towards the 1k line. Experience graph, same story. It's just a bit more. But of course, that is the way that kills go.
Jaro kills another stack, and then it goes right back down again.
Yeah, he's doing really well. He has got nice amount of dragons there, hanging around 3 stacks of dragons.
And dragons are the most gold rewarding ancients, so that's going to put him 1k in farm ahead. I think he should go for a BKB now, just to stop the Nyx and Clockwork from completely disabling him. The battery assault's really annoying, and the SD does a lot of damage. So he should be fine from that.
He could be. He's got already 1500 gold, so let's see if he wants to already buy his Ogre Club or just save up some more. He has, of course, been dying twice now. It's still not that much, but you know, you might want to save your gold at some point if you're thinking you're gonna die. Oh, even though right now iCCup, if we look at their warding, they've got like, they want to have security everywhere. They've got wards middle, around the river, sentry wards everywhere. Of course there's a gem, so they will be counter warded, but still, nice attempt to try and get that control over the map just by warding rather than anything else.
Yeah, all their wards are just about to run out now, so they're going to be left completely in the dark and with no way to regain that vision. So now they're going to have to play a lot more defensively. I think now they just have to wait for the Hex on Puck and the Hex on Mag, and Mag's going to get it a lot faster. He should get it about 20, maybe 30 minutes or something. 25 to 30 minutes, depending if he gets a kill or dies. Once that happens, Select's going to have massive issues if he doesn't have his BKB by that time. But he's only 800 off it, so...
Oh, look at those sentries. They really are curious to see if there is Mini around, which he was. But he is also the one with the gem, so he knows he can run there. And it's Roshan that is being, well, semi-attempted, I'd say. I mean, of course, it's obvious for iCCup to see what's happening.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
And going to the bear can kill him off by himself, even though he's trying valiantly to do that. Basher on the bear now as well. iCCup still hanging around. Do you think they're gonna go in?
Basically, iCCup can just force Qpanda back.
Oh, they go for it though. Dream Coil, and yeah, that was the wrong choice. Nature's Prophet going down in the midst of all of that as well. It buys back though. Jackal getting entangled, or he uses Rocket Barrage. He's gonna be able to get skewered, gonna be going down as well. Always want to fly, running for his life together with We Just Dig. Nature's Prophet, I'm not sure what he is doing there, but he just TP'd himself into trees that he couldn't get out of.
He just died and fought back. He just got killed by someone.
Yeah, but he TP'd himself into trees that he couldn't get out of. Sync getting the kill and Always Want to Fly still as well, courtesy of Entangles of the bear, and now they can take that Roshan pretty securely. I must say, it was an odd engagement from iCCup.
Yeah, Prophet, when he was low HP, used his ulti, and then he died to the Carapace as well. And I think what was the issue there was Puck didn't get the silence off before Nyx Carapace.
Yeah.
So Nyx just Carapace the stun, or the silence, and then he just managed to get the stun off, and Puck was dead because he's only got 1100 HP and he dies very easily with Soul Catcher and Mana Burn. So it's not Resolution's game, this game.
Nope. It started out Resolution's game. Started out going really well in the mid lane, and it did. And Select did get shut down quite hard, but right now with these team fights that they just keep getting, kind of, they're not even searching for it per se. They're just getting them, and they're doing really well with that. And everybody spikes up. He almost got the BKB ready up on Select. We have Sing having his Hyperstone ready for his Assault Cuirass.
Yeah, at this rate, Sing will have his AC in 5 minutes or so, or 3 to 5 minutes, depending if he gets the tier 2s.
Yeah.
But they've got a
Everybody
lot of
pulling
farm
their weight.
riding on Sing, and if you look at the top 4 farmers, it's Sing and then 3 iCCup, but then it's also 4 Qpanda. So the towers are getting quite a lot of farm for Qpanda supports.
Dire's bottom tower is under
Yeah,
attack.
let's see if they're gonna be able to take this tier 2 iCCup very far away. They're not gonna be able to defend this anymore, and they're gonna have to give it up. Another
Dire's
tower
bottom
going
tower
down.
has
I'd be
fallen.
surprised if they go for high ground right now. I don't think they can really do it.
Yeah, maybe force out some TPs and back off, perhaps. It could
Max
be,
can try for top lane, but he won't get it. They might get the tier 3 here.
They actually might. I think iCCup also weren't realizing or weren't expecting them to continue to go for this, but they get the tier 3 for free.
Radiant's middle tower is
Bear's
under
gonna get
attack.
pulled back. Or is he? Like, why not go for Rax? He's just standing there, he can do this.
Radiant's top tower is under
They should be able to kill the bear.
Well, there's a resummon on the bear, and the barracks go down. 27 minutes in, there goes Resolution. Gonna can take a lot of damage, phase shifting himself to keep alive. There's an RP, hits upon Mag, hits upon Jackal, skewers him back down. It is gonna be Mag running for his life, but there is still the gem, and he is not gonna be able to stay alive much longer. Buyback sounds all around, as everybody wants to continue to be here in this fight. We just Zik running for his life from the bear will be able to continue to run, as we will see Select taking a lot of damage, but an impale for Mini will save his life. Resolution gonna be going down, triple kill for Mini. Can he make it an ultra kill? Jackal, he's gonna run as well as always wanna fly, and that should be him safe, unless he gets an entangle, which is of course gonna be the recipe for perhaps an ultra kill. It is a double kill for Sing instead. It is gonna be the gyro, the only one left alive for iCCup, but the buybacks, there were
No,
two
buybacks doing
buybacks.
nothing. It was now they've just given up another set of Rex, I think.
Dire's bottom
Yeah.
They're gonna take the tier 2 mid directly after this.
Resolution died, bot back died again. Jackal died, bot back didn't die again, but was the only survivor in the end.
Resolution and Jackal are just getting stunned so much by Mini now, because Jackal doesn't have his BKB up and Resolution's just going in like everything he sees, and they're just getting stunned by Mini, and he's just killing everyone.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Like,
Yeah.
Select RP wasn't even necessary that fight,
Dire's
they
middle
didn't
tower
need
has
it.
fallen.
But they just used that, and then they got Jackal forced to buy back, and then he died again.
Yep. And that is one set of Rex down when at a moment in the game where I was thinking this is not decided as of yet, but taking it very convincingly, I have to say. iCCup, they didn't even look like they were able to fight back, even if they had orchestrated it properly. But,
Yeah, it's just the bearer is extremely difficult to kill. I think, does he have AC on it now?
should be after that fight, I think. Not yet, actually. Has it in his bank, though.
Yeah, with
And-
that AC
whoa.
they can just
And an
power
AC,
very easily.
and a Demon's Edge.
And, okay, and the casual demon edge, I like that.
Yeah. You know,
Yeah,
after
that
gold, why
bear's
not?
gonna hit pretty hard.
Yeah. That was a very, very, very successful fight for Qpanda, and they are looking to repeat it. They took down the tier 2, as you said, mid as well, so all the outer towers down, 2 tier 3s left standing, and they still have 2 of their own tier 2, so looking very solid in this fight. And of course, one of these fights apparently gives 10k gold, so they now 10k are now 10k gold ahead on the gold graph, experience graph, up towards the 15k. And now, of course, the hard part comes, because we know that Qpanda is able to throw games.
I think this game is pretty much unthrowable right now with the position they've got. Like they've got 2 bears up. They've got Sing with the AC and the almost the full MKB on the bear, so he can just go ham on this tower. Like Jackal doesn't even have BKB yet, so Magus finished his Hex, but Select's already got BKB.
Well, they are throwing it all on the bear. The bear can take the tower down before the bear itself is down? No. Close though, but there is a resummon, and that's why they could just
They'll
sacrifice
defend the next
bear.
one with Gyro ulti. They're
Well,
denying the tower,
denying the
surprisingly.
tower.
Dire's top
I don't really see the
tower
point
has
in that.
been
It gives
denied.
you a few extra seconds.
Yeah, and it's not like Qpanda is, you know, desperate for that gold. They just got a ton of gold on the bottom lane earlier on, so this is just helping them a bit. As the bear is gonna look for entangles up entangle, doesn't get a first hit entangle, so goes back. He has to be careful now, because this is the only bear that he has. It is
Very
gonna be
nice dream coil.
Resolution, jumping in, nice! Nice! RP actually, no, it was nice Dream Coil, but it is not gonna be something that iCCup is gonna live to enjoy, because they are dropping like flies, or at least the supports are. In the meantime, Resolution gonna get entangled, gonna be going down as well. 3 dead on the side of iCCup. Sing gonna be popping his Aegis
Oh,
as
Mag's
the
short
entangle
entangle.
hits on Mag, and that is gonna be 4 dead. Buyback on Mag. Jackal gonna get entangled as well. If he goes down, that would have been a team wipe, And now Mag is the only one left alive. He goes down again in the first hit and tackle once again. The bear might actually drop. No, it doesn't. It is gonna be a team wipe, buyback, and then some. GG is being called as my Dota actually crashed at that point. Woo!